The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 52. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Jackson now to throw again. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll run here with Singletary. He'll get 3 up to midfield. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Singletary, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He finds McCoy. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that'll set him back 5. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Here we go.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen again. This for his running back, McCoy. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Jackson on first down. Going deep now for Herndon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now it's Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Good team running. All day. Check. Check hot. Yeah. Watch quick.
10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Jets 6.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that was knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. The This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it. As Singletary has it stripped. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right there. All day, baby.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The 2nd down and 10th in, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his effort.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it's fielded at the 34. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it going.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Watch the twins. Check. Check.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
61, matchbox lights.
Here's Allen. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. And McCoy loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the back.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
49 the mic, watch 49. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Check 50, check 50. Flip it.
From the gun, Jackson. Found his target, it's Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I can't believe they even let you play. 49, guys. Mike, 49. They gonna need some.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They toss it out right to Johnson.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Jackson now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Anderson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go right back to Singletary. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check three.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the 39, Allen, rush coming, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Alert!
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And Singletary has it stripped, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
49 to Mike. Hayward. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Rip right. 49, guys. Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen, his throw incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Under 10, 10. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Shaq Lawson on the tackle. Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 85 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Kill, kill, kill. 49. 49's a must.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
Jackson now down around his goal line. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, now they'll try the end around. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the lineup.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's a second down run with Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off.